Hey everybody, welcome to Cruise Inc. Radio 102.8 Live TV. It is Thursday, May the 6th, 2021. That's right, we are 5 months into the year. We only got 7 more to go before we'll be talking about 2022. It has been, again, a real interesting 2020. Many of you know that we're still in the middle of a pandemic, but it seems to be in some states they're starting to reduce some of the restrictions, but we still ask that you adhere to CDC policies, making sure that if you have not been fully vaccinated, then you make sure you wear your mask. Whatever the policies are in your jurisdiction, we hope that you will follow them. Like to welcome all our viewers from our Cruise Inc. Radio 102.8 Facebook page, our Cruise Inc. Radio media page, and our Cruise Inc. Radio 102.8 TV YouTube page. We have a fantastic show for you tonight. Very wonderful woman, very inspirational, and you guys are going to love this lady. She should be on a show called The Housewives of Houston, but we'll get into that in just a few minutes. First of all, your weather for tonight here in the Cap City. It is currently 57 degrees. We had a high of 68. Looking for a low tonight of 44. It is clear outside. Feels a little chilly, but again, a beautiful night. On tomorrow, to start off your Friday, we're looking at partly cloudy skies here in the Cap City. It's going to be 69 degrees with a low of 42. And then Saturday, if you want to be outside, Saturday is going to be a good time for you to be there because it's going to be 79 degrees and sunny with a low of 65 on Saturday night. Sunday, we're looking at partly cloudy skies, and the high on Sunday is going to be, again, 78 degrees with a low of 65. And to start out your Monday, your work week is going to be here in the Cap City. We're going to be raining in some areas, looking at a 10% chance of rain, and a high 77 on Monday and a low of 50. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Universal Mental Health Services, LLC. They have 3 locations, Newport News, Richmond, Virginia, and Annapolis, Maryland. You can follow Universal Mental Health Services, LLC, on Facebook, IG, and Twitter. They care about your mental well-being as well as mine. I'm probably a good candidate to be in somebody's mental facility. Not. And we're excited because coming aboard is one of the most prestigious law firms probably in the entire state of Virginia. This is a Black-owned and operated law firm. The G Law Firm is going to be one of our sponsors starting next week and also a client. And if you ever went to a Johnny Gill concert or Gerald Albright concert here in the Cap City, then JS Affair is the promoter, and we're excited about having them on as a client as well, and a promoter of Cruise Inc. Radio 102.8. So they got Mesa coming up, as Gerald Albright coming up, a lot of fantastic shows coming up for 2020, and they're going to be outside. So that means that we can get outside, enjoy some fresh air, and listen to some great music. So it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Now, tonight I told you I had, she's not only just gorgeous, she is also super intelligent. She is an entrepreneur, multi-passionate fiendpreneur. All right, she's going to have to explain that one for us on that. And also Amazon best-selling author. She's a speaker and founder of Global Wealthy Women. I like to bring to the stage, the screen, the big screen at that, all the way from Houston, Texas, Maddie Winfield. Maddie, how you doing?
I'm incredible. How are you?
Absolutely incredible as well. And, you know, this has been a long time coming. You know, we finally nailed down a date.
Finally, it's been months, right?
Months. We almost got go back to
19,
2020,
yeah, or
that
the
we
beginning.
started this. So again, so glad to have you here tonight and to be on the show. I want to several things. I know people are starting to ask comments and questions already. They've just been waiting for you. Want to go back for a minute and kind of get to know again, Maddie, because one of the things that I talked about, you and I talked about this, is that for all the things that you have going on, you are extremely, extremely humble person, and I want to talk about the early life before you became the mogul, before you became the CEO and all those wonderful things, author and talk show host and producer. You wear about 1,000 hats. You just don't have them all on right now. Let's talk about first of all where you hail from, as they say down south.
I hail from Chicago, honey, South Side.
Get out of here.
Yes, I'm a Chicago girl. I just
Are
moved
you
in about maybe 8 years ago, almost 9 years.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting because my father and probably a lot of the people watching us are from Chicago. Hey, what's up, Chi-Town? There you go. South State Street actually is where my father lived. So I understand that's one of the longest streets, in
Yeah,
Chicago.
it goes end to end, north, south. It'll take you through the whole city.
So how was it going growing up in Chi-Town?
I actually enjoyed Chicago back when I grew up. It wasn't like it is now.
Right.
Um, we had a great childhood. The people are okay. I mean, the people down south are like really, really nice and just inviting and they talk to you. In Chicago, you mind your own business. If you don't know somebody, you don't speak. You just mind your own business. It's actually one of the most segregated cities existing. Like you live with your color no matter what. What I've noticed here in
Wow.
Houston is you live with your money and it doesn't matter the color.
I'd be living in a cardboard box then.
We know you'd be somewhere in some mansion in Houston.
My sisters, they talk about Chi-Town all the time, and we talk about when we get a little snow here, especially in Richmond, where things close down, and they be like really slaying us about that because she went out just recently. I think it was in January. They had like almost 15 feet of snow. She out there like, y'all need to quit crying down in the South or something. So for you, what was like it when it snowed? And it don't snow in Houston, does it? Y'all get
It
ice.
did. It did. So I remember when I first moved here, maybe like 2013, 2014. It was
Uh-huh.
like 30 degrees and it was raining and maybe a little sleet, and they shut the city down. And the kids couldn't go to school, and I was upset. Like, wait a minute, it's just 30 and raining and cold. Like, this is nothing. But later that day, it was like over 200 or some accidents. So I'm like,
Wow.
you all can't drive in the cold. So that's why you shut the city down. So they have no preparation for winter whatsoever. Like we just had a freeze, and so many people were devastated from the freeze because the piping, the grid, electricity grid, nothing is prepared for cold weather. So
Wow.
anytime they get something really, really cold, it's over.
And you're right. We watched that story all across the nation. How that they don't even have snow machines or snow plows or any of that. No salt or nothing. So it's
They don't
kind of like
clean your car. People outside with brooms. And some of the things that they told people to use to clean their cars was hilarious. Coming from a city that gets snow, it was like that's not gonna do anything, honey. They not ready at
they're
all.
not ready. See,
Mm-mm.
now you're a Chicago person now. You have to start getting all on the television and everything, and kind of helping them to adjust to cold life because I think you're probably going to get a few more cold winters
No,
in
no,
Houston.
no, don't even speak that over us.
Yeah. Okay. My
You know,
bad.
please manifesting. Don't speak that over
All
us.
right. We're gonna take that one back. All
Take
right.
that back. That's not
We're
why I
gonna
moved
take
here.
that one back.
Mm-mm. Houston forgot who they was for a minute, but they remember now. Mm-mm. No, no,
That's
no.
awesome. So, were you involved in sports or anything in high school? What was your life coming out of from high school uh, to that adult life?
Yeah, no, I didn't do sports. I cheered, but officially that's not a sport. So I did cheer. I was more so like I believed in like running the school. So I was like student council president, senior class vice president. You know those things that kind of like put you in charge. That was my forte.
Okay,
Student
I can see
government.
that.
Yeah.
I can see that. You
Hmm.
were laying that foundation for things to come, right?
That part. Yeah. I wanted to see
Absolutely.
how it was to like organize everything. I did do choir, and I was a what you call that majorette. So I did like the little cute stuff and the government stuff.
The little
So
cute shit thing.
the little
Okay, all
cute
right.
stuff. I was sports illiterate. Like I really didn't get in tune with sports until recently. Like
Really?
yeah.
So, are you a Houston Rockets fan?
Um
Don't say it. Don't say it. That took you too long. how, how
so
about?
the basketball is fairly new. I'm more football right now. Yeah,
Okay,
take me slow, one sport at a time. So
okay.
football.
So, what's the name of the football team?
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Yes, I actually was
That's
Tampa Bay before they hit Super Bowl.
okay. All right. Okay. Gotcha. I was I'm just messing with you. No, I always have to tease you no matter what because this is rare that you get a chance to even slow down because every time we follow each other on IG and everything, and you're zipping, you're moving, and I'm telling you, guys, you guys follow her on face on IG because right now you all see that laid back face, but when she in business mode. Oh my God! It's go
Whole different animal.
that
Right now, you get me. I just left the pool with the kids, hanging out with them, so I'm relaxed.
cool. How many kids do you have?
I have two,
Two kids, and their ages.
9 and 15.
Wow. Okay. So I would
Mhm.
imagine they keep you busy as well.
Yeah, my son is a 15-year-old. Um, he has his own schedule, like truly his own schedule. And then my daughter just kind of fits in both of our schedules right now. So I'm enjoying the time frame where she does not have a full schedule because
Right.
well, he'll move out the way and have a car. So when she gets her own schedule, then I'll still be back to one running around for her. So yeah, they keep me well busy.
So when did you get that thirst for business? First of all, you are an author, and let's talk about something I found here. This gem right here is one of the books, "Elevate Your Voice, Mogul." I'm sorry, "Elevate Your Voice, Mogul Goddess Guide to Captivate His Heart." Talk about that for us.
So my book, it's on Amazon. It's currently Amazon bestseller. And what that book was birthed out of femininity and the art of femininity. And as women, as business entrepreneurs, that's kind of a male dominant field, no matter what industry you're really in, unless you're in beauty. So you have a lot of masculine energy and things that you're doing. So those masculine energies can conflict with your relationships. So
Hmm.
in this book, I talk more about communicating and how to be comfortable being a feminine goddess and communicate with your man. Because I was
What?
told, like, what was it, almost 12 years ago that I was too nasty. So it's like, me?
Say that
Really?
one more time for the audience because I don't think they
Oh,
heard that.
I was told that I was too manly, like I wasn't feminine enough. And I was astonished, like, are you kidding me? Me? And when I really looked at it, I was. I had some traits that were coming from business because I felt that I had to be hard, I had to be tough, you had to go get it and all of that good stuff. I had to be manly. I had to be logical. Like I had one, it was birth out relationship. So I had one ex tell me I was too emotional. I needed to be more logical. And then when I became more logical, that's when business worked and all of that good stuff. And then I just had one pull me to the side, like, hey, you're a girl. Like there is a time to pull all of that off when you come home. Like you got to do that in the business world. That's great. That's fine. Go get it. But once you get back home, there is a time to take a shower, and with that shower, let all of that masculine energy drain down that shower, and you put on your femininity and be who God made you to be. So, yeah.
So I guess that explains that word fempreneur.
Yes.
Is that where that derived from?
Yes. I'm a fempreneur. So I'm not just an entrepreneur. That's the normal word. I'm a fempreneur. I'm a girl. I'm a woman.
Okay.
I'm a goddess. So I take on being a feminine entrepreneur.
So do you find that most women find it difficult to navigate and balance between the two?
I can't say most, but I will say a lot. Like I've had a lot of women come to me, some in tears by just saying they don't know how to be feminine anymore because it's viewed as a weakness. They don't understand the true power of what femininity can bring and how to harness that power to be able to get those things that you like. They feel that they have to conform to that masculine world. And I get it, I've been there. But
Hmm.
in that book, and it's actually going to be a series. I went into another venture, so I didn't get to finish it yet. But it's a series of how to harness your feminine power to be able to create the life that you desire and seeing it as a true strength that it is. I mean, women are extremely powerful. They have no idea. Like,
Right.
men do all of this stuff for women, no matter what they say. They do it for women. So women are around here trying to be men. If you trying to be a man and a man got to be a man, ain't no woman. You're leaving
Yeah.
one of the most important essences out. We have to learn how to be us authentically. So yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with that because that creates a conflict. That's just like having two male lions. You know, they're going to bump heads anytime you have two bulls or whatever. So I get that. I really get that, and I also understand why women have to be so aggressive and why,
Absolutely.
after years of being subjected to the things that they've had to go through in the workplace and many times in the home, you had to develop a tough inside and outside. So
Hmm.
I'm sure it's easy to forget and sometimes forget. Okay, I'm at home now. I don't have to be that competitive.
Yes, it is. And it's a mental shift. It's a paradigm shift when you get home. And there are certain actions that should come with that you do. And a lot of the times when we come home as women, if you're a mom, you rush right into mom mode, you make your dinner, you got the kids pulling on you, you got your man pulling on you, you got all of this different stuff going on. So you don't connect with, you just need to take a moment and switch roles. And then you'll be a better mom and a better wife. And that's why I created my next company that we'll talk about. But that helps you create your shift and calm
Hmm.
down.
Calm down. I like that. Now,
Hmm.
you did a lot of, I would say, couple videos on YouTube, and one in particular that I liked. I just found so funny. You talked about lying, and you said you said just basically cut the shit when it comes to the line. Uh, In your opinion, why do you think most men feel that they have to lie to women?
Fear. It's fear. They don't trust that she'll accept what he's saying. They don't trust, they don't give women a chance. Like, I
Hmm.
mean, it's in the past, things were a lot more conservative. Things were hidden and not really said. But we are in a totally different era right now. Women are not the women that they were 20 years ago.
Hmm.
So there is more that can be said to that woman and give her a choice. Because more than likely, what that man is looking for, there's a woman out there looking for the same thing, and they can have that with no argument if he's honest.
Okay.
But when you start a lie, you got to keep the lie going and all of this good stuff. Women don't necessarily like when men cheat. It's not the cheating, the act of the cheating that really pisses the woman off.
Come on, girl. I'm gonna be like that. Tommy, now come on, talk to us.
It's not the act of the cheating that really pisses the woman off. It's the lies that come with it. Like one of the questions she first wants to know is, "Do you love her? Was it just once?" Or like,
All right, everybody. We seem to have a little bit of a lag here. We're gonna give it a moment. Ah, you
I,
back? See, you had
it was
so
getting juicy.
look. You scared all the men. Somebody tried to unplug the cable. They like,
So,
oh, she's gonna go deep.
man, okay. So, would you agree that men hunt? Men are hunters.
Yes, I would agree. I'm gonna be. We're gonna have a real candid
We're
conversation.
gonna
We're gonna
have
help a
a.
lot of people.
You know what? So, my show on YouTube was often. It was captivating conversations, authentic conversations. So, if you don't want to hear it authentically, then I'm the wrong girl. I'm gonna tell
Hello.
it, in my opinion, how it is. So,
Right.
men are naturally hunters, right?
Right.
Agreed. Women, we're not hunters, but what women do is compete. So, all of that makeup, all of that getting your body done, and this, that, that, and the other, they can say that it's for men, but the reality is, men don't even really like makeup. Men don't really like all that fake stuff. It's
Right.
cute, but women aren't doing that for men. They doing that so they can walk to the club and be like, "I'm the baddest thing in here." Not the baddest thing in here attracting the men, but the baddest thing in here over the women. She's
Right.
competing in everything that she does, and she'll say, "Oh, I don't compete. I ain't got to." Then why you do all of that?
You
Because
absolutely right because again, I hear women all the time talking about I'm the baddest bitch up in here, and and it's not for us because I'll like okay shit I see you without all that stuff and still love you. So who the hell you doing all that for? You
it's for
know?
other women.
Yeah.
So in the competing, man, the internet made me lose my train of thought. What was we talking about?
We're talking about the competing and and the
Before that,
hunting,
honey, me and her. Oh, lying. That's
lying.
okay. So you have the men that hunt and the women that compete. So in the course of lying, it's not that he has to lie to her to get her to do or to get her to stay with him. If he was to just tell her the truth and give her a choice, it's the choice that we get mad at. You took my choice from me. Like you went out there and you did whatever you wanted to do when you actually probably could have told me and let me choose what I wanted to participate in. We are all women today. We don't need you to choose for us. We can choose
Mm,
ourselves. So if you
okay.
come to the table when you meet somebody and say, "Hey, honey, I want this type of relationship," or when y'all ready to have that conversation, "I want this
Right.
type of relationship. This is what I want to do." Blah 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 blah. What do you think? Give her a chance to say yes, no, let's change it up like this, all of that good stuff. Don't take her choice away from her. So that's what I say about the lies. The lies are just complicating things when you never know. And you may give her an opening to say, "You know what? I've been wanting a relationship like that. Let's do it."
That's interesting. That's straight talk because I watch Are You Ready for Love? Right now they're
Mm-hmm.
down in Houston. A lot of dynamics
Mm-hmm.
going on there. And a guy
I
that
have
was
two
on
friends on
last,
there.
huh?
I have two friends on there.
Do you? I should have
Mm-hmm.
known because you know everybody in the world. So you mentioned Maddie, like, yeah, I know her. But that is it was a guy. He's a radio personality, and the last season he was on, he was talking to one of the young ladies, and they were talking about bills, and of course, he was like in the I guess 19th century where she's saying she want her man to take care of everything, and he brought it to the forefront. Well, hey, I think we should, if we trying to make it together, we're trying to stack our money. The easiest way is for us to kind of merge like a partnership and do this thing. And she shot him down. And so I think again, going back to the point of what I'm saying is the lion, men are afraid to get shut down. One. Uh,
Yes,
and
but
two,
go
no,
ahead.
go
Two.
ahead. Two was that with that being shut down, it also brings out our vulnerability. We are very sensitive in most cases, and we hide that sensitivity with all this masculinity. So a lot of times we have a lot of issues between couples because of one, we're afraid to get hurt, and two, we're not as tough as we portray ourselves to be.
That is such a long conversation, but you are absolutely right. Yes, the one, I mean, he can take it as he's been shot down, or he could take it as he could tell her a lie and then waste a bunch of time when they don't even agree. You told the truth, she told the truth. Now you all can choose to go elsewhere and
Mhm.
find somebody that agrees with what you both think.
That's
So
true.
that's no time wasted. That's no, I mean, relationships are meant for, in my opinion, for three reasons. They're a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Everybody's not a lifetime. Some people are going to be a season, and then everybody's a reason. There is a purpose in everything. But when you complicate it with lies, now you're complicating that purpose and why that person is in your life.
Absolutely. You and I, when we first met, this is what we were talking about doing. This very thing is having a show where we talk about, couples and life and these things here. So I see something probably going to be birthed, but that's when you get ready to slow down sometime within the next 20 years or so. Because you have a lot of things going on. In fact, we're talking about this right here, how you became the queen of Houston cannabis. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. So, so I grew up in the whole dare not to do drugs era. So I hadn't tried anything. No marijuana, no weed, no nothing.
See, I know when you getting deep, your cable people don't want you to spill that beans, that tea right there.
Okay, I got you back now. What you say?
I said, I know when you get ready to go deep, your cable people don't want you to spill that tea, so they keep coming over and interfering with your stuff.
Look at that. Goodness gracious, they better get out of my video.
you know. So, all right, we're going back now to Queen of Houston Cannabis. You rub your hands. You ready to tell us what's going on with that?
So I was saying that I didn't do anything well into my adult age, but my dad, he thought he was Bob Marley, so he did everything with marijuana. So I grew up around it, but never touched it.
Mhm.
So maybe about, I want to say about 4 or 5 years ago, I had a friend who peer pressured me into trying an edible. Incredible. Love them to this day. That experience was so out of this world. So I was like, okay, maybe that was a fluke. Let me try again, see if I get the same thing. I tried it again, same thing. Nothing bad. Just I felt like being a spiritual person, I really felt more in tune with my body, more in tune with myself. The feelings, it was just so euphoric. It was incredible. So I'm like, okay, I'm naturally a researcher. I'm gonna look everything up. So I
Right.
started to find out, why is this illegal? Like, what about this is really, really bad? And from studying, it wasn't bad. Like, people who are on marijuana or high don't commit crimes unless they're like robbing a
Mhm.
grocery store and taking all the munchies. Like, it's not
Right.
that they go out and kill people and do things like that. If anything, they're sitting on the couch, zoned out. So it was like, okay, wait a minute. It's not that this is bad. It's that this couldn't be taxed.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
therefore, it became illegal. And now that they figured out how to tax it, oh, it's good for you. It's fine. Go ahead. So that made me look into, okay, how do I get involved? Because you have more states that are becoming illegal. I mean, that are becoming legal. And this is going to be like another cell phone, like one of those wealth transfers. So
Right.
my partner and I, we went to Vegas to one of the to a few conferences. We went to Vegas, we went to Illinois, we went to Miami, all the different places, just learning about the different forms of it. Now here in Houston, only CBD is legal.
Okay.
So we looked at doing. We even went to coffee school. So we were gonna do a CBD coffee. So we both took like the whole program for coffee school. Now, mind you, neither one of us drink coffee. So
Right.
being in coffee school and learning to make that damn coffee was horrible because I don't drink coffee. So it was like, okay, this isn't gonna work because although our manager at the time she drank coffee, but what if she ever leaves? We can't scale this business because we don't like it. So what we did notice was there weren't a lot of black and brown people in this industry and in the events with their own companies and things of that nature. And a lot of the minimums financially to start the business were very, very high. And
Hmm.
with CBD still being in the marijuana family, and marijuana is still a Schedule One federal illegal drug, despite each state. Like it's really crazy. State to state, they have different rules, almost city to city. And then you have your federal, it's illegal. So
Okay.
federally, you can't go to the bank and get any money to be able to do your business. You literally have to get this money either from private lenders or just be sitting on a bankroll and want to start your business.
Right.
So that was like, okay, that's another way to eliminate how many black and brown people get into this industry. Because most black and brown people aren't sitting with a stack underneath their damn bed.
Exactly.
So it was like, okay, well, instead of opening an actual retail store, because I like to go, I don't necessarily want to be like tied down to a retail store. When I want a jet, I want a jet. So it was like, why not open a warehouse to whereas I could do
Mm.
business to business and I can help more black and brown people get into the industry without having to have so much money up front. So I got the warehouse. I have about 4,000 square feet
Okay.
where we have a ton of products. We have three different lines. We have a CBD wellness line, which is home spa products. So it's your body butters, your bath bombs. I have a signature product called Sweet Feet because I love my heels. And any lady knows that Louboutins are not meant for the whole damn night. But with Sweet Feet, you gonna make it. You can make it. You can dance. You can do everything without your feet trying to fight you at the end of the evening.
Okay.
So that's why I have Sweet Feet. And then I have my partner has an athletic line. So my partner is actually Antoine Winfield Sr. So that's Tampa Bay. His son just won a Super Bowl. Antoine Winfield Jr.
You gonna throw that in? Okay.
I'm gonna throw that in. You know that little Tampa Bay. He's the one that got the little boy back. I don't know his name, but he did the little deuces back to him. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So he has a line called "Hit 'em," because he used to play also, and his thing when he played was just like hitting people, just murder,
Knocking them out.
man, just hitting them. So it's the athletic recovery line for all
Okay.
athletes. So it's a muscle rub. That's our signature product. So if you work out, if you have back pain, whatever type of joint pain, it's really good for that. And it's almost instantaneous. Like within 10 minutes, your pain's gonna go away. So we have that. We have a lotion, and then I have a wellness line. So that's our gummies, chocolates, things like that. Now, that one is actual Kodak. So what's important to me for Kodak is I do have children, and I wanted
Okay.
my gummies to be able to be good enough and great enough for my own children.
Gotcha.
So when we sourced our gummies, I had to make sure that everything in it was organic and or some of the best products so that I can give it to my own kids. Because there are a lot of kids who have ADHD, who have different
Mhm.
hyper things going on. And I like the CBD gummies better for them because not only is it just more natural and it's almost mentally, when you tell a child you have ADHD and you need medication, it's associated with being something wrong with them.
Right. Exactly.
So I had a young lady, one of my daughter's friends, she was over it, she was ADHD, and she took the meds. She had been over for a few days, so the meds ran out. I understand why she takes the meds. She was wall to wall, bing, 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 like. So I'm like, you know what? Let me give her a gummy. See how this works out. Called her mom, made sure it was okay. She didn't mind. Give her a gummy. She calmed down, and it was a good calm. Like before, when she was on the meds, we went to the little jumping place, and
Right,
she was ready to go. She jumped for like an hour and was like, "Yeah, Miss Whitford, when are we leaving?" No kid wants to leave a jumping place.
right.
So the meds just had her so docile that she didn't want to be a kid. She just quiet, reformed, didn't want to do anything. But the gummies put her in the state where she was still playful, but she wasn't off the wall. So seeing that work firsthand, and she
Uh-huh.
was excited that I can get some candy. Sure, let me take it. So it wasn't something's wrong with you. It was here. Let me give you a treat. I'm gonna give you a gummy, and it worked the
That's
same.
amazing.
So
That's amazing.
go ahead. Yeah,
No, I said that's amazing.
I, that's my baby. So from there, we have in our warehouse, I have the tools to be able to take a company from start to finish. So I have the machinery to be able to create their labels, to be able to package their goods, whatever the case they want. And I'm actually creating right now a franchise. So that's going to make it even easier for people to take their own CBD company wherever they want to take it. And it's going to be like a business in a box.
That's amazing. I followed that journey. I saw when you were talking, I guess, to the developer and designing the inside and everything. That was like phenomenal. And of course, one of the things that you just said that's real important to me is that a lot of businesses are kind of designed because of price ranges where we don't get a
Mm-hmm.
chance to get involved in it. Therefore, we can't uh, create the generational wealth like so many of our white counterparts have done.
Yeah.
Was that another driving force for you to not only generate wealth for you and your family, but to show others as well and to start to break this cycle of generational poverty in the black and brown community?
Absolutely. This is only the vehicle though. It doesn't start with the vehicle, it starts with the mindset.
Hmm.
So we can give as many people as we want the vehicle, but if they don't change their mindset, it's gonna go by the wayside. So this was a part of it. The other part is where I teach the manifesting and I teach mindset so that they can take this vehicle and run with it and know that they deserve it. Like my son and I, we have a bet that mommy's gonna make the millions. Although I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the billions, but mommy's gonna make the millions and you take that and you make the billions.
I like
So
that.
you have to have that mindset to know that not only you can do it, but you deserve it. So
Absolutely, because and that's something that we need to know our history because we're kings and queens. We come from one of the richest countries,
mhm.
Africa, where all the ivory, diamonds, and all that. And so again, and we know that we were conditioned when we were brought as slaves over here. And so now that conditioning has become generation after generation after generation. So it's like second nature when you're in the car driving, you just put on your signal light. And that's where we've gotten when it comes to our
Mhm.
wealth.
Yes.
And I totally agree with you. We have to change that mindset.
Mhm.
Uh, I'm like you. I told my son and my stepson, I said, look, I purchased a house when I got old. I've been paying rent. And I looked at the numbers. I crunched the numbers. I'm like, wow, I could have owned my house by now for what I paid in rent. I said, start when you guys are 25. So by the time you do a 15-year mortgage at 40, you're done. Now you can flip that or you can do a lot of other things. It's just,
That's just do it different. Do it better.
yeah.
And even to top that, don't buy it in your own name. Buy it in your business name. Write it off.
I'm finna shut it down. Y'all hear that? Everybody, see
A
if you
house is not
didn't.
an asset unless you're making money off of it.
Hello, all right, girl. I'm gonna shout somewhere up in this camp right now. I want to let you know if you're just not tuning in, we got some nuggets going on right here. And if you missed any part of it, you'll be able to go and check it out on our YouTube because I'm gonna be sharing it to Maddie's YouTube page. But Maddie, say that again because somebody in the back was chewing
Missed
gum and
it.
they didn't hear that. Yeah,
Missed that. Okay, so you said that you told your son to buy a house earlier, 25.
right.
So you got the 15 years and then he'll own the home. I said, take it a step further, establish the business, buy the home and your business credit. That way you can write it off because a home is not an asset unless you're making money off of it. I think what was it,
Mm,
2008, when everybody lost all them properties and they was doing all that good stuff. That's when they realized, no, you don't really own this. You just paying a mortgage on this. The
hello.
land, the leaser, that's the person that really owns this. You can lose this. So
Yeah.
what we need to learn is to play the game how everybody else is playing the game. Like the fact that what is it, Jeff Bezos from Amazon paid
Uh
less
huh.
taxes than most entrepreneurs did. Don't hate it. Learn to play the game. We have to learn to play the game the correct way. That way we can really win.
I like that. And also what we do, again, we get settled down in personal debt when we should be, again, starting businesses so that we keep our personal credit separate from our business credit.
Yep.
There's so many things that we, as like I say, we got to learn to play the game because the
Mm-hmm.
game been out here a long time,
And they playing it well. It's a beautiful game too. Woo.
Yeah,
I
it is.
so much, and I've been so blessed to be positioned to meet people who have allowed me to step the game up. Like it's time for the next level, like I see it. And those people that I'm meeting now, it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Y'all got that real legacy money that's gonna last forever, for a
Right.
while. Like that real generational money. Yeah, it's a totally different arena.
We're gonna have to bring you back and talk about that as more because one of the things you got a chance to meet Mike Tyson, and one of the things I was impressed with Mike Tyson was that uh, you can say whatever you want to say about Mike, but somebody was advising him to do some other things after boxing, and he got in on the and correct me if I'm wrong into the marijuana
Mhm.
farming. Is that correct?
So he got in a few spaces in marijuana. One of them is farming, and the other one he has his own pre rolls. So
Mm,
they just took it, he branded it. I mean, you smoke it anyway. Make some money off of it. You have a name. Position
right.
yourself. You're in Vegas. You're amongst all these people who are doing it on that level. Him, Wiz Khalif, Snoop Dogg, all of them were smart enough to just now make money off of what you're doing anyway. But the difference is from them and the average person, of course, they have the money to be able to put towards that venture. But we have all of our people out here still doing it illegally. It's no need. Like
Hmm.
learn to play the game, the real game, so that they can't put you under the jail for something that's legal in another state. Learn to do
Exactly.
it correct.
And that's what they just did here in, of course, in Virginia. The governor signed and made it legal, and you can have up to so many ounces. And the first sign that I knew that was going that direction when they brought a marijuana processing, I guess, warehouse here. I'm like, okay, they about to open this up. And
Mm-hmm.
again, here we are on the outside looking in because
Mm-hmm.
this is a big box owned by somebody that's already wealthy in the game. So, uh, Maddie, how do we get in the game, and not have, like I said, sitting on granddaddy's money and stuff like that?
Well, for one, stay tuned for my business in a box because it's going to be available for everybody. This is what May. I plan to have it out by the beginning of July. The beginning is the end of July, the third, fourth quarter, because I want it to be, I'm not gonna say perfect, but perfectly imperfect, where a person can just say, "Hey, I
Okay.
want package A, and I'm gonna take it, and I have every step for them." But I'm one of those people. I don't like to tell people things if I haven't tried it first. I'm not gonna put my name on anything that I don't know about. So that'll
Mm,
be the business in a box. In regards to getting involved now, if you have an idea in cannabis, or you have a product that you're interested in doing, for one, you can definitely contact me. We have a warehouse. We're definitely looking to help more people be able to get it done and start reaching out to. So there are MMM, there are organizations for
okay.
that have different resources that you can partner with, that you can learn from, and start your research because marijuana and CBD are two different industries for one. So you
Hmm.
can get in either one just because it's not like recreational legal or medical legal in your state. That doesn't mean you can't do it. You can still do CBD. That's legal in all 50 states, no matter
Right.
what.
Okay.
So you also can do your research on your state and also do your research on the industry as a whole. So it's not just a retail store or it's not just like a wholesaler. There are a ton of different things to do in the marijuana space. And it may even be in your own field. Like let's say you're a lawyer. Okay, start looking at the laws for cannabis because cannabis
Hmm.
people are going to need lawyers. Let's say you're in marketing. Okay, marketing, I mean, cannabis people are going to need marketing. So you may not necessarily have to change up what you currently do. You just may be able to add a small niche to say, hey, we're going to include cannabis into our space. I met a cannabis PR person about a week ago. She's transformed her entire business to focus on cannabis CBD companies and the PR. So it can be something that you're already great at. You're just adding that niche in and then dominate it.
I like that. Dominate. And again, because, you got to get in this thing to win. And I'm like this. I don't care if I'm playing marbles or whatever. I want to win. So,
Period.
and that goes back to that mindset again. You got
Mhm.
to see yourself as a winner. And that's what I first detected by you. You don't know and you don't accept losses at all. You're in this thing to win it.
Period. And don't take that as I haven't had ups and downs. Absolutely. There has been things that I've done that if I could go back, I wouldn't do it again. But it taught me the lesson. So for the next person that comes, I can teach them not to do this. Everything is a lesson. So it's just in how you take it. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna quit. Like you only lose when you quit. That's how you lose.
Absolutely. What we're going to do, Matt, is take about a 2 minute break. I'm going to feature a young lady that talking about dominating. She's dominating in the indie arena here. Fantastic singer from out west, and we're going to come back because you've made some transformations, and I was like, wow, look at my girl here, And so we're going to talk about the transformations here because again, I feel that transformation of what they see on the surface, it goes a lot deeper. And you kind of talked about that. So there's something. So everybody want to feature the Cruise Inc. Radio 102.8 featured artist. And this is Castilla. You guys are going to love this video right here.
Just let me love you. Hey, when can I see you? You gonna come over tonight? Okay, all right. I'll see you then. Bye.
can love you, babe. So you can love me, baby. Oh, 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 hey, oh, oh, I wanna love you just like I love you. Oh, 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 hey, babe. Oh, oh, just like I love you. Come take my hand, baby. Walk through the breeze with me. My love comes with ease, babe. That's 'cause it's you and me. Giving freely, baby. I let you go deeply, baby. No holding back for me. No holding back for you. Oh, 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 hey, babe. Oh, oh, yeah, just like I love you. You're not so far away. Oh, baby, make your way right to me, babe. Come love me, babe. The natural air, the breeze. Our loving comes so easy. Hold me, babe. Come see me, baby. Oh, 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 hey, babe. Oh, yeah, babe. Just let me love you, baby. Let me love you. Let me love you. Let me love you. Hey. Let me love you. Let me love you. Let me love you.
All right, and that was Castella. And if you like that song, you can go to castellamusic.com. She has another hit out there called Mojito, just fabulous. And Maddie, what I like about what she's doing is that entire video was filmed by her family. I think her son, her daughter does the marketing. So again, we talk about creating, wealth and getting your family involved, and that's how you do it. I noticed that a lot of times, and we don't quite grasp this, is that when you see like the Asian community and you see the Hispanic community, everybody is pulling their weight. They're doing some things to build the family business. But okay, you got to help me with this. So let's talk about this for a minute because this is going to lead into a segue about what you are creating, what you founded recently, and that is Global Wealthy Women. Why is it so difficult for us as people of color, blacks in particular, not to grasp hold to that concept that we see that's working? Every hair store that you see in the community, it is owned by Asians. Every 7-Eleven, every
Yeah.
service station is Eastern.
Don't
You
forget
know,
nail shops.
yeah, exactly. Nail shops. What's up with us?
Well, first, let me say that song is in my head. So, what a beautiful song, Miss Castella. I'm hearing the oh, like it's totally catchy. Love it. Well, it's mindset. I mean, you said something earlier. You said going back to our history. Well, back in our history, we have the programming that programmed us to be crabs in a bucket. It programmed us to be against each other. I believe it was Jim Crow, the Jim
Hmm.
Crow letter. So the Jim Crow letter as a whole, people need to go and read that letter. That letter of programming a Negro like a horse, and it was truly mother against daughter, father against son, old against young, color, light against dark. And we still, it said, if you do this correctly, they will learn to perpetuate this themselves. And that is what has been happening. Now, I can say that this younger generation is coming out of it a little bit, but they're
Hmm.
going left and how they do some other stuff. But that would be one of the biggest problems that we have and why we can't get together. So we got to fix our mindset and dig deeper. Like in the church, we teach God, we teach all of that great stuff, and every church is different. Everybody has their own beliefs, but we need to get back to teaching, like you said, royalty, and that you deserve it. You're worthy of it. Like you don't have to have your riches in heaven; you can have them now. You deserve them
Absolutely.
now, and you can have them with other people who look like you.
I
All of you
like
all deserve it to do it together. It's not just an Asian thing. It's not just a white or a Hispanic thing. It can be a black thing too. Like there was about 19 people, I think, who got together and they were doing the susus. And their
hmm
susu was to build, I mean, to buy up like 20 acres of land in Atlanta, in Georgia, so that they could build a community for black people. So it can be done. We need, and then the media doesn't show you our success stories, not
right.
like it shows you our tragic and things of that nature. Like I understand that right now the police are being brought to a different light so that it can change and it can change for the better. Like it's horrible that people are dying. That's horrible. But what's happening is some of that has to happen for it to come to light for people to be able to change. Like laws are changing now. People are actively doing different stuff with the police. So the change has to happen, but it's going to happen together, like in love, realizing that it's more than enough for everybody to win. Just because you become a millionaire don't mean I can't become a millionaire.
Exactly.
It's enough. Like,
A lot of the ladies are agreeing with you. LaPetria Davis, who is a friend, she's down in San Antonio, Texas. She got a
oh,
lot of
good.
Texas people in the house. She's a counselor and one of those go getters like you, and also Colette Coco Davis, who is in real estate here in DeKalb City.
Okay.
So this is enlightening and for not only the women, but men as well, because we have to learn how to deal with strong women and how to support strong women, women that have goals and dreams and aspirations, and not feel that we're being replaced, but see it as an asset. And that's the way I see it. You got to see, everybody, what everybody brings to the table. Because, I don't want to be sitting on the outside of the restaurant watching everybody else eat. I want to
And
own the damn restaurant. That's the key, and not just one, but I want to own several of them.
oh yeah. But what you just stated in regards to being able to support strong women, um, again, media is so powerful that people don't really understand the type of power. That's why all of them own the big media companies. Social
Hmm.
media has came out so that you have more outlets of media, but the mainstream media is programming to say that the black woman is too much for the black man, and the little things that they do to try to emasculate our black men to make them think that they can't handle a black woman. And then let's not even have to handle her. Let's just love her.
Right.
You don't have to handle her. She's not a dog. She's not an animal. You don't have to handle her. Just love her, encourage her, and you all do your thing. I saw you. It was getting good to you. You took your little
Yeah, I had to unbutton that top button there.
like there shouldn't be competition in your home. It needs to be collaboration. And even with a woman, like let's stop being against him, thinking that he's the enemy. He goes through way more when he go outside just because he is a black man. And
Woo.
he's black and he's a man. So both of you all have a lot going on. So when you come home, your home should be nothing more than loving each other back to life so you can go back out there and do it all over again and have different ugh, yeah.
Look, I understand. Look. Again, LaPetra said that love strong women, and I want to say this for for the men that might be tuning in, guys. We got to start loving our women because I get so tired of our black women being degraded and that we like I said we got to handle them. No, we don't have to handle them, and don't get upset either because when they go and find somebody else outside the race, that's probably because she's a broken woman that's been broken by so many black men. And we have to stop looking at and realizing that it is a not a white thing, a black thing. It's a man thing because there's dogs in every race. But we got to do better as brothers. So don't get mad at that fine sister. Like which one? The tennis sisters. Is it Serena?
Serena's, yeah.
Serena. Hey,
Hmm.
she did what she had to do. I mean,
Yeah,
you don't woke some people up now that says we need to
that's
stop
true.
being jealous of
Jealous.
each other.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, uh.
Try to find out how that person became successful. Yes. And then, so most people that have became successful, one of the things that I learned is a lot of people are, so this is a tip. If success is your ultimate thing, having whatever level of success is considered success to you. Don't make your goals when you're writing your goals like I want to make $100,000 or I want to make a million, 10 million, 11 million, 120 million, whatever that is. Yes, you need to know your number. You do. But more than knowing your number, you need to know your giving number. So,
Mm,
how many people are you going to impact to get to $1 million? Focus on that. Focus on impacting 1,000 people. Focus on impacting 111,000 people. Whatever that number is, because when you bring value to that many people, you will get the success inevitably. It's just going to happen for you. Focus on giving more than you focus on receiving, and you'll always receive. It'll always come back to you. That's a tip that I learned. If you look at most people, most like really, really successful people, they're not, they say, oh, money, I don't think about money. It's not that they don't think about money and they just stop thinking about money when they got it. No, they always focused on how many people they were going to impact. Microsoft goal was to change the world with technology, not to
hmm.
make a whole bunch of money by changing the world, just change the world with technology. That's
Right.
it. So we have to change our goals and start focusing on others, and you'll get it back.
I like that. That is a very valid point because the U.S. Senator Tim Kaine from Virginia here, he came out to my Men in Action movement. Of course, it spawned because a mother who was 30 and a baby who was 3 were caught in the hell of a gunfire, and we got a lot of
Mm.
gun violence going on. So I asked for 100 men to come out. And in his statement to everybody, he says we have to stop thinking about what we're doing and focus on who we're doing it for. And
Yeah,
that ties into what you're saying. We got to talk
yeah,
about think about the people.
yeah,
Even with Fred Smith, when he was talking about FedEx, he was talking about how to expedite things and look at the impact that he had. And we can go on and on and on about those that started a business because they want to make a process better. And when they made that process better, of course, the money came. And that's pretty much what I see you, Matt, is that, you're focused on making things accessible, touching people, and the money will come or has come. Shit. I mean, I'm sorry. This is my station, so I can say that. I ain't worried about FCC. Uh, did you go on mute? All right, let's see here because I don't hear you anymore. So let me find out what's going on. In the meantime, can you let's talk about the comments here. I know, guys, if you all can hear me, let me know if you can hear me. Tell me if you can hear me, and then we can find out what the problem is. Colette, can you hear me? Ty, can you hear me? Maddie, can you hear me? You can hear. Okay, we can't hear you. So we're gonna let you keep playing with your system. I told you it's good. Your cable. Let me do. Oh man, hold on. All right, let me go to private chat here. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Take a. All right, guys, we're gonna take a 30-second break and let Maddie come back. All right, just hold on just a minute. Don't anybody go anywhere. What I want to talk about is some of the comments that are coming in. First of all, I want to go back up here to Ty. Welcome, Ty. Appreciate it. Bringing solutions. Exactly. That is important because if you're bringing solutions, you're going to be able to resolve a lot of issues, and you're going to be able to once again have money. Also, you know, Coco, exactly. Be passionate about helping others, and the money will follow. Absolutely correct on that. Uh, if you love what you're doing and you're doing it for the right reason, then the money is going to be secondary. Um, Ty, bring a solution to others' lives, create great impact. Absolutely, absolutely. All right, let's see if we can hear it now.
Am I back?
Yeah, you back.
Yay!
Look, I'm gonna have to ride. I'm gonna have to take a flight down to Houston and tell old cable man, look, Comcast.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Them and they monopoly. How you have a monopoly and not have the best service?
right, exactly. Don't tell me about that. Get another box and all that. You can't even operate the one box we got going on here.
Like, come on. Bringing solutions to other lives creates great impact and produces money. Yes. The money will come with positive impact is made. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yep.
So, and again, this is why I wanted to start a media company because we don't have to. I don't have to worry about people's restrictions. I don't have to worry about them telling me what to do, what I can air, what I can't air. Our people need the truth, and they need the truth that it comes in such a way like what you're bringing it tonight is about how we can get better as a people. And we can. I used to be, I wouldn't say afraid, but you know how it is. People would always label you pro black when you talk about, self empowerment and doing things for your people. Right now, I don't give a damn if you call me pro black or whatever. Yes, I want to see our people succeed. Yes, I want to see women like you succeed. Yes, damn it, I want to succeed as well and will, regardless of what you label me. I'm doing this.
Now, let me ask, have you ever heard of a pro Asian or
No,
pro Hispanic?
no.
Like, why is it a problem when we empower our own people, but they're doing it every day and it's not even heard of? Like, and I mean, I'm not a political person, but I just find it very interesting that Joe Biden put a whole law in place or whatever he wants to call it for protecting Asian people.
Hmm. Hmm. All right.
I'm gonna just leave that there. Like, really? Stop Asian hate? Yeah,
How long we been in this country? And we're still fighting for equal rights. We're still fighting to not have our rights removed because, again, we showed the power of our vote. And when we get out and vote, whose rights are they trying to take away?
mm-hmm.
It's not the Asian rights. It's not the Hispanic rights. It's trying to keep us from putting people like us into offices that can make a difference.
And so we helped put him in the office. So you would have thought that one of the first people that you would have been trying to protect would have been Black people.
Say it, say it, say
But
it.
I haven't seen anything that said, I mean, like even on social media, when you do your little story, it got a little thing like stop Asian hate. Come on, are you serious right now? Like these police officers are going, well, they're being them. And
Every
the
day shot.
like
I'm like
I
Ty. It's baffling. It,
completely, I was just
yeah.
like, wow, and there wasn't a lot of conversation about it at all. Nobody really talked about it. The fact that you put that out there and haven't said anything else about Black people.
Because that stimulus money got us just happy because Mr. John they gave us some stimulus money so we can go out and do some stuff.
I'm sorry, I don't know what the fuck they doing with $1,400. But yeah, but
you know what they doing. They taking it to the
the
you
Asians,
know, yeah, exactly.
yeah, getting their nails
And
done, buying some clothes, some stuff, instead of putting their money together and probably starting a business because $1,400 ain't gonna get you far.
you know, boy, we can go. I'm gonna give us about 15 more minutes here because we'll be on here to midnight because
Man,
it's so much, you know, and we got to start supporting one another. And I'm gonna do a shameless plug here because what happens is, you know, you guys will take your money to CBS, NBC, and all these other marketing places, and we can give you the same level of service. But when you want our service, you want us to give you the homeboy hookup.
discount. Mhm. I've always said that if you my friends support each other's business and they pay full price. Period. Because you want me to win.
Right.
Like more than likely, when we go out, that money's gonna recirculate with all of us anyway. So you shouldn't have to worry about a discount. Don't ask me for my product for free. Ain't nothing for free.
Hello.
Period. I had to pay for it, so it's not free. You're actually asking me to buy it for you
Right.
because I had to pay for it. Plus the time and the effort that I put into designing the label and putting everything, like it was love put into this product. So if I choose to give it to you, cool. But even when I choose to give it to you, you say, you know what? I'm gonna support you and I'm gonna buy it from you. But that doesn't happen. You're absolutely right. It's a poverty mindset. So you made a statement in regards to global wealthy women and why we couldn't really work together. One of the things that global wealthy women focuses on is collaboration versus competition.
Mm.
So it's a platform for women of all colors to be able to get together. And I'm focusing on mindset, manifesting, and transforming our minds to the point where we can now collaborate versus compete. So when I do open up the membership, it's not just going to be everybody is open to come in. There's a course that you're going to have to take to be able to understand that in this group, we support. In this group, we encourage. In this group, we are love. We're not competing with her. We want her to win. We are cheering her on. And whatever we can do to help her win, that's what we're doing. And my goal for this group is to be 111,000 families strong of women who can truly say, I am collaborating with her. And we both have a marketing company, but she's really good at internet marketing and I'm really good at traditional marketing. So we're going to work together and we're going to bomb these other businesses and we all going to make money.
Hello.
It's enough. It's more than enough. So
You're right, and that's one of the things. I guess you and Coco were on that same page because that's what she had. And I know some of these strong women are going to be right there with you in terms of that global wealth. Now, where's the website? I want to get that out before I talk about this next little transformation.
Everything is IG based for GWW. The website is actually being built. So you can go to my IG, which is IamMZWhitfield.com, and then you'll see the Global Wealthy Women Instagram, but that is the actual Instagram page. So you can stay tuned there. where we'll be dropping our membership. Where now we're dropping little tools and little hints and things like that. But I want it to be laid out correctly. So join now. When it comes, we'll be ready to go. And it's for powerful women already, for women who are looking to be powerful, women who are looking for jewels from other women who've already done it. Like I like transparency, I like authenticity. So the women that I bring to speak will be in the same vein. We're gonna give it to you raw, we're gonna give it to you real. Say, no, girl, don't do that, do this, or what's gonna happen. Because everybody makes their own choice. So all I can do is tell you where I messed up and what I
Right.
did right. So yeah, that's where you'll get it.
All right. So, Cruz, can you put the IG name up? All right. Y'all trying to work me tonight. Okay. All right. Give me, one day I'm going to have an engineer that I can say, hey, you got that, drop that. So
Own
is,
it, and they getting it done.
you know, I'll tell you what, type it in the private chat and I'm going to paste it in the, on the banner here. See how we're complimenting one another. We're working and
Working
collaborating.
together.
We're not competing. And notice now she was not too arrogant to do that. That's a cooperative lady.
Absolutely.
You know, because ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you're really we're having fun, and that's what it's all about. But making um, money is a serious business, and again, I should know this by now. I don't know why I had you type it. It's like
Super simple.
you
Kept it
know,
simple for people.
yeah, you did absolutely. And I'm clicking away here. We about to do this thing. So I want everybody to follow you, and that's one of the reasons I want to have you on, so that again, people will knowledge is power, and what right now you're dropping a lot of nuggets here and empowering other women, perhaps that need this, and men too, because you've been very enlightening. Talk about enlightening. You've gone through a transformation. Most people see this right here, that powerful woman right there by that Maserati with the Dolce Gabbana. I can't even say it because that's beyond my pocketbook. But anyway, recently you did like something in terms of being transparent and being you. You did this, which I feel is a statement beyond the statement. Maddie, tell us about this, and then bam, this right here.
So let me just say this. I didn't hear anything you said. My internet went out. I was like, no, you're not gonna go out while So all I heard was at the end when you said from this.
All right, let me. We got time to preface that because
Yeah.
what I was saying was we see this persona. We feel in that persona. We know that that's that powerful black woman that again is on her way to be a multi-millionaire. But
Mhm.
this right here says something beyond the fishnet, something beyond it goes deeper than this picture. Now, us guys, we be stuck right there. But there's a message because I picked up on something out off your IG. There's a message that's deeper than just this picture and the fishnets and that whole thing. Talk about that, Maddie.
So when I posted those pictures, that was my birthday photo shoot. And not this last birthday, maybe 2 birthdays ago, 2 years ago, I had left a narcissistic relationship. And in that narcissistic relationship, as most of them do, they steal your power. Most narcissists attach to strong people because the reality is they aren't strong. They are um, they're weak. They're almost like what do you call the things? The
Leeches.
damn, there you go. The leeches. It attaches
Right.
to you and suck out your ideas and suck out your all of that good stuff. So in doing that, there was a dumbing down process that I didn't even know was happening. And in that, it was, the longer dresses and the calm down and your business. And the crazy part is, throughout my life, I've had several people in relationships try to calm me down. And you're going to be a businesswoman, you have to dress like this, and you have to look like this so that men can respect you. And you don't want people to, everything was about other people's opinion of me
Hmm.
and how I'm supposed to look. And I'm black. I was blessed with everything that black girls have. So it ain't, so you can't, you put me in a paper bag and it ain't gonna hide it. It's just not gonna matter. My grandma told me a long time ago, baby girl, you can put on a paper bag and you still gonna see all that you got going on. So, emotional pure essence, absolutely, that's what they are. Energy vampires. So when I dropped those photos, it was a statement, not just for me, but for women as a whole, that we can be powerful and be all of it. That we can be powerful, we can be business minded, we can be sexy, we can be tantalizing, we can be all of it, we can be captivating. It was bringing back to the true essence of captivating conversations. Like,
Hmm.
be your authentic self. I am naturally a sexual, sensual person, unapologetically. So, why am I hiding it for social media? No. Social media is going to be what I make it. And what I choose to make it is authentic. This is me. You get all of this. And then I'm in the cannabis space. I don't have to wear suits. I don't
Hello.
report to anybody. I don't have a boss.
Hmm.
So I can wear whatever I want to wear whenever I want to wear it. And that doesn't take away from me being smart. That doesn't take away from me being educated. Doesn't take away from me being classy. I'm still the person who I decide to be. I'm just in Gucci, fishnets, a blazer, and some Philippe studded boots. Bam.
You better pop your collar, girl. you know?
So that was saying, like, baby girl or gentlemen, don't sleep on what I have going on just because of how you feel I dress.
Hmm.
Don't judge me by how you feel I look. Don't try to change me into what you think I'm supposed to look like. And that went from business all the way to spiritual. Like, who decides what somebody is supposed to look like? Who came up with those rules?
Right.
And if they did, call me a rule breaker. I'm not for it. So that's what that was about. And that wasn't even a birthday photo. The birthday photo really shut it down.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Send me the birthday photo.
Oh, you saw
And,
it. It was just the back. It's just like, yeah.
I think I did.
I,
But again, that goes back to something you said earlier about, and just a few minutes ago, about being transparent.
mhm.
You allowed the world to see your transformation. And again, I picked up on that because you were helping somebody else
Absolutely.
that's in that.
3 friends do the
Mm,
same thing afterwards. I was like, that's
see,
what I'm talking about. You better, it's a freedom in it. Because it's no longer saying, I'm looking how you think I'm supposed to look or how you think I'm supposed to dress. I was so worried about, okay, well, my social profile needs to look like this and don't show this photo. No, I dance. I have a great time on the weekends. I
mm,
do edibles. I sell edibles. Like, come on. The reality is, I literally sell drugs for a living. Like, that's
hello.
what I do. And in all of that, I have fun. I'm me. And if you can't accept me, then this social profile just isn't for you. But I'm not going to adjust who I am. No more. I'm not doing it. You don't like it? Get off my page.
Hello. I like that liberating attitude and everything because, again, like I said, this probably we've known each other probably close to a year, and this is probably the most in-depth conversation we had.
Yeah.
But I picked up on all of your tendencies just by looking at and watching you, and again admiring the things that you're doing, and you're not allowing anybody to stereotype you. To say, okay, well, she's pretty, she's fine, and whatever. No, and what was so important about having you on tonight was that you are breaking all those stereotypical
Mhm.
molds and saying, "Hey, it's more than me," and everything. So I can show you my thighs and still be in a boardroom and tell you where you go wrong at.
That part. And stay tuned because my hobby is pole. So I'm about to start sharing that too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Mhm.
I saw that girl out there, and you guys got to follow her on IG because she got some mad stuff she be doing and everything. Again, when she's in business mode, she in business mode. But when she's out, the girl hit the red carpet. Oh man, she can walk that carpet and everything. Again, Maddie, I appreciate you taking time out on your schedule this evening and looking forward to more collaborations because I know once women see this episode, they're gonna be saying, Cruz, you got to have her back.
Please
We,
do.
we already got this. In
And let's
fact,
have a conference. Let's have an event. Are you all open? Texas is open.
yeah. Well, in fact, the governor getting ready to. Basically taking down some of the capacity restrictions, and then within the next 3 weeks, he's talking about loosening some things up some more. So I'm all for it. I think that uh, RVA is prime and ready for you. I think they're ready for you. If not, they're gonna get ready for
They,
you.
they ready. Let's do some mindset, femininity, relationship. Let's do it all. Let's have a great time.
I'm looking forward to it. Any shout outs that you want to give and want to make sure I want to go back to one of your main websites here. We'll want to make sure we give that website some love because again, now is this one that they can? Because I went to it and I found a lot of your products out there just for
Yes.
that.
So that is the main product. That's the main website that holds all of the brands. One of the
Okay.
things about my Instagram is there's a link on my Instagram that kind of
Okay.
tells you, it can take you to each particular brand. It tells you about me, and that's where I'll be posting more updates into things going on with me website wise. Shout outs. Well, for one, for you, thank you for having me here. It's been a long time coming. We didn't let the internet mess up what we got going on. And for all of you all who are saying, like, is she really in her bathroom? I am because my kids are in there and they laugh.
See, I wouldn't have known it. I didn't see any of that back there. I thought you was in one of them little special rooms and everything where you just got your own little private sanctuary.
No, it's the bathroom. It's pretty though. It's kind of big.
Yeah, it is.
But shout out to just shout out to everybody who's
Yeah.
being them. Like
Mhm.
when I talk to people, I always say, hello, beautiful. But my beautiful is not Beautiful. It's
Mm.
BeYouful. Be you
Be
and make
you.
the world adjust. Period. Be you.
I truly believe people have been enlightened from beginning to end. And again, I think that whatever perception that they had of you on IG, that perception has been turned, not 360, but 180. And I really appreciate again you being so down there. I just can believe when I think with the first conversation, that's all I can say. Damn, she's so down there. She, because you brought that authentic you when we talked and everything. So,
Yeah, I don't
uh,
think being cute is a excuse to be ugly.
mm,
Like,
you better put that on a shirt.
yeah,
That's a whole nother line of business for you, right there. Say that again.
I don't believe being cute is an excuse to be ugly.
Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Wait a minute. Somebody see they say you must be Gemini.
I'm a Sagittarius, so the complete opposite. But yes,
Wait.
Sag.
Let me get this. That's it, girl. You better know all day.
So I would say this: I got my natal chart done.
Uh,
If you have an opportunity to get your natal chart done, absolutely do it. I'm actually going to post the young lady who did mine. Incredible. It was like, you don't know me. Wait a minute. Hey, Gemini. But I am like a Sag. So out of the 12 houses, I'm into astrology too. So out of the
okay.
12 houses, 5 of them are Sag for me. I'm a real sage. That's why I'm always gone. That's the traveling part. I'm out.
Okay.
So it was so great to hear all of the things that they were saying and like just to give life to the things that I knew already, but this is why I do it. It's not just because of this, but this was actually embedded in you from birth, from the time that you were born.
Mm.
This is why you do this. Amazing.
Yeah, it is. Don't go anywhere. We'll put you in the
Okay.
green room. We're gonna do some, as they say. We're gonna make sure that we mention our sponsors again. We got to get that money back in here.
That money.
And we want to feature again the song by Castella. She's a
Mhm.
big fan. She's doing some great things from out in California. And I was going to play the other song, Mojito. You would love that song. So I'm gonna
Okay.
send that one to you in the track Mojito. I can see you really feeling that song. So, guys, don't go anywhere. I want to say to you tonight, thank you for being here with us. Yes, this was an extended show. And we loved it because you cannot unpack everything sometimes in an hour, and especially when you got a guest that is so knowledgeable that brings it in. And you made my job easy tonight. So I want to say again, thank you to our sponsors, Universal Mental Health Services, LLC. They care about your mental well being, whether you are in Newport News or you're in Richmond or you're in Annapolis. Make sure you call LeVar Reynolds and let him know that you heard about this on Cruise Inc. Radio 102.8, that you or a family member is in need. And let me say this, seriously, it's okay not to be okay. We've
Absolutely.
held a hell of a 2020. We still in the midst of a hell of a 2021. And again, we all need somebody to talk to. Sometimes we need a release, and sometimes we need somebody that understands what we're going through. So don't be afraid to say, hey, I'm stressed. I got a lot going on because we're having too many domestic violence incidents.
Yeah.
And I want to mention very quickly my prayers, my thoughts and prayers are for the Williams family. Unfortunately, one of the sons was murdered Sunday in a domestic dispute. You know,
Mhm.
guys, can I get real for just a minute, Manny?
Please do.
Let me tell you, Negroes, something for a minute. Like Samson found out about Delilah, that women are powerful. But don't be so goddamn stupid where you take her life and you change the lives of other people because you cannot deal with reality of either you outgrew one another or whatever the situation may be. Quit being abusive to these women. Start loving our black women. Start loving women, period. We need to grow up. We doing some childish shit right now
Mhm.
and putting our hands on women into the point of murdering women just because they don't want to be with us. We need to understand, and this is no disgrace to women, but women say this to us all the time. There's a bus running every 15 minutes. Learn to ride another bus. Don't crash the damn bus. I just had to say that because I'm sick and tired of seeing day in and day out our young women disappearing, our mature women being beat up, murdered, all because some weak ass, punk ass nigga could not control himself and love the woman. That's
Mhm.
my goddamn hobby horse for today. And if you don't like what I said, don't tune in anymore because I keep it real. I didn't. It's not cruising for a reason. It's a reason behind that. Woo,
Yeah.
Maddie.
Yeah. And if I can answer that just real quick, women,
Absolutely.
don't push your man either.
Oh.
Don't
Mm,
push him. It's
mm.
okay. You don't really know everything that's going on in his head. Sometimes when he says, leave me alone, give me a minute, leave him alone. Give him a minute. Go somewhere. Go do something else. Like words hurt. All that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words don't hurt. Yes, they do. They last, they hurt, they replay. And men, like you said, they're not as strong as they act like they are. Not emotionally. Physically, yes, but not emotionally. They're not built for it. We are, but they're not. So know your man and know what you should say to your man and what you shouldn't. And know that if you see tendencies in him for domestic abuse, believe your intuition and love yourself enough to leave.
As an excellent counterpoint. Excellent counterpoint. I'm not going to say anything else on that other than we're going to end with some good music and get our groove on. What time is it? It's 9:30 there, right?
Yes.
You still got time to drink you some wine and chill here. It's 10:30 here on the East Coast. Everybody, let's rock with Castella one more time because I'm telling you, if you hear this, you're going to want to go to her website. I'm going to put it up again. Here's my girl, Castella.
Just let me love you. Hey, when can I see you? You gonna come over tonight? Okay, all right. I'll see you then. Bye.
Sing, 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 sing. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sitting in this place with a smile on my face, knowing you are in my spirit makes my world dance. Where would I be without you? I can't imagine. So glad I took a chance. Manhattan Live, oh so sweet. You got my head bopping to a crazy beat. I'm sipping my mojito, trying to let it go. But you know, my heart is just no. My whole universe changed the day I met you. You opened up my soul, you freed my heart, yeah. You gave me courage to make a brand new start. It was no accident, me meeting you. Now what should I do? Mint and lime, yeah. Oh so sweet. You got my head bopping to a crazy beat. I'm sipping my mojito, trying to let it go. But you know, my heart says no. Can't let it go. Can't let you go. Can't let it go. My heart says no. Yeah. Can't let it go. Can't let you go. Can't let it go. My heart says no. Yeah. All I want is your love, baby. All I want is your love. What have you done to me, sugar? You know you set me free. My heart is just no. Sing, 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 sing. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.